Look back over the last several chapters we've discussed. We determined that God exists, that His attributes are perfect or complete, that He is lacking nothing. A result of that would be that nothing is outside of His control. Nothing is left to chance, which leads to the next doctrine that Odin takes us through called providence. And here's how he defines it. Providence is the expression of the divine will, power, and goodness through which the Creator preserves creatures. He cooperates with what is coming to pass through their actions and guides creatures in their long-range purposes. And these three things summarize the classical Christian teachings on providence. First, God is preserving creation. Hebrews 1:3 says that Jesus sustains the universe by the power of His mighty command. Next, God is cooperating to enable creatures to act. Philippians 2:13 tells us to work out our salvation with fear and trembling, implying a cooperation between what He is doing and the actions required of us. And then third, God is guiding all creatures towards ends that exceed the understanding of those being provided for. Ephesians 1:10 says that this is the plan, that at the right time He will bring everything together under the authority of Christ. So if God is at work preserving, cooperating, and guiding all things, is there any room left for free will? Does God control all of our actions? And if not, how does freedom work within this understanding of God's providence? As you might expect, there are varying degrees of answers to these questions, but Odin describes the classical view like this. Christian teaching says divine providence does not exclude free human agency, but actually enables and sustains it. God's providence is what grants our freedom. God, by grace, sustains human nature that falls into sin. He permits sin in an otherwise good and intelligible world in order to honor human freedom. Yet He limits and finally overrules whatever distortions our free will creates. So God funds or resources our freedom. He has ordered things in such a way that human freedom may be a companion to God's freedom without denying God's almighty power or goodness. And this is the beauty of providence, that while God permits us freedom and the defects of it, sin does not have the power to overcome God's plan. His Spirit is at work guiding us towards purposes larger than we could understand, and He keeps sin from ultimately undermining His larger purposes. He would never allow sin to finally frustrate or overcome His good purpose in creation. So take comfort in the complicated, mind-boggling doctrine of providence. God is working in complex ways to allow the glorious and wretched story of abused freedom to play itself out so that the divine goodness may be manifested through and beyond our free activity. Providence is the term that we use to speak of the entire history from creation to consummation. Providence serves as the bridge between creation and redemption. When we understand providence in this way, we can rest in the fact that at the right time, He will bring together everything under the authority of Christ. Thanks for watching. I would love your help building up the TCB community, so please share my videos like this one on your social media platforms, and be sure to sign up for our email list for more great content.